So in technology sector, I started my career in 1998 when I developed Pakistan's first internet services provider portal, and after that the career started and business specifically related to the passion which I had in the web and उस वक्त तो there was no mobile app concept. बट पैरेलल में एक वो रहती थी कि पाकिस्तान के लिए वी हैव टू डू समथिंग पाकिस्तान वो देयर शुड बी a tech image outside Pakistan. For that, they also I started working with PASHA about 10 years back. उस वक्त there was no concept of PASHA elections or people are having बल्कि in fact there were people that they are calling कि please PASHA vote में आ जाओ. And then we started doing the same work for Pakistan under umbrella of PASHA in collaboration with the different ministries जो कि export के लिए which are stakeholders, TDAB, Ministry of Commerce, Pakistan Software Export Board, and MIT. So I was the senior vice chairman, I was the treasurer, and when the election system started, so because this is PASHA is very much non-political organization, so all the educated tech company CEOs voted in favor of me, and I got the second highest vote during the election time. And later on, the board decided that you did good work for Pakistan for the tech sector, so you have to chair that association. So it was a big responsibility because at that time there were changes in the government, but luckily we had the same federal minister of IT, so the continuity and consistency was there. So I was having very clear plan for PASHA because I personally think that PASHA is very, first of all, this is the only trade association registered with DGTO, Ministry of Commerce. That's why we sit in multiple government board, represent the industry. So it was a big responsibility to be a amplifying voice for that sector, their issues, um, their concerns related to the budget, related to the State Bank and FBR, the notices. So when I started as a chairman, my objective was very clear. First is that my personality speaks, people know about it, that I'm very much working in a collaborative environment. So first thing I take it up that जो भी stakeholders हैं either subsidiaries of the Ministry of IT or other private stakeholders सबके साथ काम करना because without collaboration we cannot achieve our goal. So a lot of government they were having a good initiative उसको पाशा ने own किया especially the boot camps में हम strategic partner रहे and multiple things थी. तो हमने I started with the board ने फैसला किया कि हम focus करेंगे तीन चार वर्टिकल्स पे देयर विल बी एसोसिएशन जो हमारा काम होना चाहिए वन इज द स्किल साइड बिकॉज स्किल पे हम फोकस नहीं करेंगे तो सप्लाई बिल्ड नहीं कर सकते द सेकंड इज द ब्रांड साइड बिकॉज बिफोर being a chairman I was chairing the brand Pakistan committee of PASHA and that's my passion to represent Pakistan in the global tech event so luckily this year we started PASHA Connect in the global event I'll talk more about it later but the third vertical is the policy side that we need to be a vocal and the voice of the IT industry. The challenges our industry facing it has to be addressed. So what in last 7-8 months हमने उस पे काफी कुछ किया और so as a bird eye view what I was foreseeing for past many years was that Pakistan was very much export oriented country in many other sectors like textile, garments, commodities like mangoes and oranges. So the bureaucracy of the government failed by these sectors. So IT is a very cool thing which requires a lot of information, the content in order to understand. So there are many major things, but few of them was first we are still enabling our embassies, especially in the countries where Pakistan is exporting IT services and products. So what we did was we start talking with embassies of Pakistan in different countries and start talking to their commercial attaches and trade commissioners, then providing them the content because they are our real business development seniors to promote Pakistani IT sectors. So other than MOIT, MUFA now, and BOI and Planning Commission, बाकी किसी और में आईटी पे इतना तब वो नहीं थी नॉलेज। एंड जाहिर है पिछले 40-50 साल से हमारी इतनी हम इम्पोर्ट सब्सिट्यूट पे वी वर अनएबल टू डू दैट। तो आईटी इज द ओनली सेक्टर नाउ everybody realize that we don't need a lot of infrastructure investment. We just need ease of doing business things. So a few things recently happened that खास तौर पे जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है दैट्स रिलेटेड टू पॉलिसी आपने जिक्र किया कि without continuity and consistency we cannot have a trust from the investor and IT buyers outside Pakistan. So that is something right now we are pushing the stakeholders that whatever the policy in the favor of the IT industry should be strictly 8 to 10 years locked, because we had an you know stuff for past like 7-8 years. There was a policy, the tax holiday was declared in 2025, then it changed to 1% export, then 0.25%, and this government extend that 0.25% tax on export for next 3 years. But still, a lot of things has to be done, because the challenge is very easy to understand that people keep their money in outside Pakistan because we don't have 100% dollar retained bank account system in Pakistan, which we are pushing the government and stakeholders to do that. If this thing happened in multiple and more things, we will be able to do that. And the second is the ease of doing business and cost of doing business, uh, the harassment and the push from the departments like FBR, because the ease of doing business in other countries for IT companies is very much available to open a company in a day or two in US and other countries. So if we can enable such environment for the companies to have this foreign to register their company, to have the access easily under one window operation, whatever the notices companies are getting should be resolved immediately, rather than, because being an entrepreneur, if you see, big companies have all these solutions. They have the consultant, tax consultant, lawyers. But our small and medium-sized companies, most of them were coders, become the CEOs, and now they are having their own business. They don't accept these type of letters coming to their offices. Sort of, it's a pain for them. And we are young, you people are converting into their business. So for that, we need to have a very relaxation and easy environment to do that. And for skill side and the policy side, government understand that the PACB allocated the budget, and we started the boot camp with the consortium of 16 IT companies. But for my side, this is boot camp is very much result oriented, and this is the low hanging fruit which we are doing trainings on the demand driven trainings to the sector. But for the longer term, Higher Education Commission needs to understand the university and academia needs to understand that there should be a course which is completely demand oriented. So two things. The good thing in the budget is that they have allowed 1% against and 1% import against the total IT export. But 1% is nothing. For big companies, maybe it's good, but for the small, medium size, is nothing. And organizations usually they don't import themselves. We usually do through the vendors. So for that side, for the longer term, Pakistan has to to find out the way for import substitute thing. I remember there's some brands doing made in Pakistan laptops and computers, but they were having challenges for importing their parts for that, and we don't have right now sort of R&D for the chip manufacturing and all these things. So in this area, the government can have to have such infrastructure to have such manufacturer. So पाकिस्तान किसी से कम नहीं है, यहाँ पे भी आईफोन और बाकी मोबाइल जो हैं बड़े बड़े वी कैन मैन्युफैक्चर इट पाकिस्तान में, वी कैन हैव सच एनवायरनमेंट, द टैलेंट इज देयर, we have a lot of success stories. अगर कोई पाकिस्तान की IT companies providing a solution to organizations like BMW, Mercedes providing the product, और big MNCs को यहाँ से services पाकिस्तानी दे रहे हैं, तो it's an unstoppable market. So what when I became chairman, what we started one thing in the global participation, because traditionally for past 2 decades we were participating, just going as a pavilion and coming back. So three things we have done so far. One is to build a soft image and brand of Pakistan, and we started with PACB, Tech Destination Pakistan slogan. Under that, we are promoting Pakistan. No, none of any ministry or any other brand, just Tech Destination Pakistan one. Second is positioning Pakistan by negotiating with the global vendors that Pakistan we need. For example, JETX may we were having corner side stuff for past many years. So last year Pakistan was there just right in front of everyone. There were about more than 30, 40 companies, 200, 300 delegates over there, and we convince the government to be more brand oriented, because to build a soft image it's not just exhibiting. So PACB sponsored Pakistan Software Expo, Protect Destination Pakistan, Connection Lounge at JETX. So Connection Lounge is something where global leaders do meeting and all, and that was completely branded by Tech Destination Pakistan. After effects of that success, we still having that, oh Pakistan IT में ये कर रहा है, oh ये कर रहा है. Our federal IT minister was there. He was part of multiple panel discussion and all. Third thing, what we started from PASHA, we started a brand called PASHA Connect. So what this is doing, like in every global events, we are doing sidelines Pakistan event, which is called PASHA Connect, with the Tech Destination Pakistan support and MYT, and we are doing B2B networking, multiple meetings at that event. We invite not just Pakistani but the global leaders, potential IT buyers, local government people to attend that session, and we share our landscape of IT industry, what's happening in Pakistan. So first we started in 2021 in Dubai, then we went to Saudi Arabia in 2023. This year we just came back from JETX Africa and Morocco. We did the same Pasha Connect. Federal IT Minister was there, and just 3 weeks ago in London Tech Week. So and also we are part of multiple panel discussion. For example, in London Tech Week, I was sitting with the IT Minister of Malaysia and with the government from UK. So there is an indirect impact, or direct with the audience, indirect that Pakistan at the global era, especially you mentioned about 3+ trillion IT market we have, and right now the Pakistan contribution is less than 1%. So if we create this brand image, so whatever the companies are participating or not, indirectly we are creating an image that Pakistan is a tech destination, and people can hire talented people in Pakistan. And as I mentioned, in parallel we are focusing on top level IT boot camps to scale their upscaling, because there is something where we can boost our IT export. And the last thing which we started is a product driven, because Pakistan is so good in product, but the brand and marketing there will be lack. So we start promoting our Pakistani IT products in different countries. So the export number is going to be very high as compared to just services. So I personally think that, especially there is a new council form called SIFC, and it is very positive move for the industry in Pakistan, because the 4 5 sector which has been highlighted in SIFC, IT is one of them, and all other sectors also IT enabled, because technology is in, if the sector is energy, if the sector is agri, so there is an agri tech. So IT is the main, and all the stakeholders are working so hard to enable the Pakistan environment for the foreign direct investment. And for that, ease of doing business is the fundamental focus. So I am hearing some good news is that there will be a one window operation, will be help desk to facilitate the investor industry issues and all. Especially, the challenge always came like it happened in the past from State Bank and FBR. If we have a single window operation to resolve our issue, it could be easy to address it. And for the vision point of view, Pakistan can easily go beyond 10 to 15 billion dollar export in 4 5 years. It's just a matter of the creating an environment, especially the trust factor, especially the state can take the guarantee for the strict IT policy, which benefits the industry and the investors because our raw material are the resources. So if we are investing more money in training the right people, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अभी टेक लिफ्ट का जो बूट कैंप हुआ अभी केसीबी का जिसमें पाशा स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनर 4,000 ग्रेजुएट्स हुए सो मोर देन 70% माशाल्लाह से उनकी नौकरियां लगी दे गॉट द जॉब सो अब आप सोचें वी हैव लाइक 25,000 एनुअली आईटी ग्रेजुएट्स होते हैं प्लस माइनस अब उसमें 8 to 9% एम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट है so if we cannot have such stuff to upscale them or to create the environment, and you know that not everybody can afford a 4 years degree in first or second or third year universities. So the institutes needs to start, or university needs to start some low hanging fruit programs like 12 weeks or 3 months, 4 months, 5 months certification to do that, and a lot of potential. Like for example, Salesforce, SAP, Oracle, they just need training, right training with the job oriented and move forward with the job. Yeah, so Apecta was a great success not just for Pasha, for Pakistan because Apecta is the global recognized IT awards happening for past more than 20 years, 2 decades. And Pakistan initially got the bid 12, 15 years back, but we unable to do it. But this year, Alhamdulillah, we did that. More than 170 foreign IT delegates came in Pakistan, and 95% landed first time in Pakistan. And the image we got, I can now say that we just attended APECTA Expo meeting last in Australia, and our image after APECTA as a Pakistani, as a PASHA, as an industry association, and as a country, it's completely changed because they see a lot of things are happening in Pakistan, and they are now somehow the Pakistani ambassador to enable the ecosystem. And this year, and we set the bar. I think our event for 4 5 days is like amazing thing. It was like a lot of things. So this year is in Hong Kong, and Hong Kong is also very excited to at least raise that bar as compared to last year, and we are doing a lot. Other than that, we have a salary survey. We are having very exciting Pasha ICT award this year in October 7th in Karachi, and we are planning some different things this year in terms of recognizing because this is very prestigious award, and all the winners qualify for the Apecta award. So we are planning to take biggest delegation over there, and as I mentioned, Pasha Connect collaboration environment, working closely with the Punjab IT board, NITB board to in soft words to tell them that you must not compete with the industry and let's not do development in-house and outsource it. So these things are started happening. NITB has started and we Punjab IT board is also doing it. Sin Digital board finally is on the go, but I don't know because Pasha is not aware much about that. But we are hopeful because in Pakistan, if we want to, in the government side, if we want to have success, digital transformation with the government is very necessary now. It will create an impact, optimization, and the transparency within the departments. And otherwise, everywhere is a digital stuff. Some countries have started e-citizenship, formation of the organization. So Pakistan is moving fast on that. But first, within the government department, there should be a clear digital transformation needed at this time. So I don't know if you're aware that PASHA stands for Pakistan Software Houses Association. So this year we changed the title of PASHA. PASHA is the official name, legal name is there. Now it's IT Industry Association, which covers not just software, all the stakeholders, and now we have created multiple committees, which we have including fintech, cybersecurity, and other verticals of PASHA. Still, we used to have a very strong committee, and now this is more powerful because our senior vice chairman is leading that committee, and we have initiated many things. So, in all with all the areas you mentioned, the fintech and other forums, Pasha is very much compliant with the DGTO, and we go by the book. So, as far as our information, there is no such association registered with DGTO, but private level there are some networks registered with multiple other SCCP and other forums. But we bring, we are showcasing and connecting all the forums as a collaborative way. For example, Pakistan has announced Ministry of IT, and they share the first draft and now the Pakistan first artificial intelligence policy. So when you are a registered body, so we don't want AI association with that because IT is getting more. So we are having multiple committees. So if it comes to AI stuff or fintech stuff, we have a committee. They share the feedback and industry feedback to that. But of course, there are some forums where other than IT industries are involved. For example, fintech, it has to be collaboration with the banks and all these things, which we don't do that right now. But in the near future, we can have more collaborative because this is the only sector. And honestly speaking, not just IT export, but this is the only sector which creates a job for Pakistanis. And Pakistan, luckily, we have a youth population majority. So next 4 years, if we don't give a good training to the people, to the youth of Pakistan, especially the women empowerment, because IT is something you don't need to go to any factory, do the stitching, nighttime, daytime, you can work from home, do some individual work anytime with the flexible hours. So things are happening. It's just a matter of right training, opportunities, and things are happening. Yeah, I remember when you guys started, I witnessed that nobody in Pakistan knows much about the CIO. What is that? And at that time, you started when globally people know the CIOs. And now we, in all the banks and the MNC, we have a CIO structure and some big organization also. So I think your role in that magazine, not just for the CIO, but the ecosystem you built in, it is very much, created impact because even the Pasha, our outreach is, related to the industry and the stakeholders, but such type of content, I remember that there's a magazine about 20 years back I used to read on daily basis, but after like CIO Pakistan came in the IT sector, you don't have much out there, but your uh, content, especially industry, really like that, and completing 15 years to sustain it's not the easy job. So wish you all the best for that, and I think there are a lot of XOs in that which are happening. I'm hearing that there is some organization in Middle East having happiness officer. So these type of things are happening, and I think your role in Pakistan, because the time you bring in CIO, it was very much not aware in Pakistan. The culture was not there. So I think you set the bar, you set that ecosystem, and now after 15 years, if you bring something, I'm hearing that something exciting you are bringing in. So this will also create impact for next 10 or 15 years in Pakistan, the way you guys did in Pakistan 15 years back. Pakistan is like, I was just having conversation yesterday that we are, inshallah, with Allah support, nobody can stop Pakistan IT sector in any case because we are population of youth. Just be patient, do your ethical, positive work for the industry. Always request that, and um, bring investors, customers to Pakistan and requesting through your channel and your content that to we need to build a relationship, friendship with your customer, and for that invite Pakistan. Pakistan is so beautiful if you see the north, and this is how we learn in Epicta. The soft image they took, it's completely changed their narrative. So I think bring more people, attract more investors. Government is more facilitating. SIFC is a very clear vision of the FDI, and I think. पाकिस्तान बहुत आगे इंशाल्लाह जाएगा। पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद।